This is Mick Foley.
This is Harley Race.
This is Shelton Benjamin.
This is Mr. Wonderful Paul Orndorff.
This is the Monster Abyss.
And this is Daniel Bryan.
This is JBL, and you're watching the MWF.
Be there live.
Trifecta? I like the word perfecta, perfection. Because anybody that can hold a championship belt for 2.5 years in our industry is perfect. You're looking at the image of perfection. Tell them.
You know, tonight, Slyck! Baby, you're gonna be counting the lights. Just like 2.5 years ago. You see, you started all this. Tonight, I end you. One more time. 1, 2, 3.
The end.
Here it is, the main event on the May edition of MWF Ultra. Sudden Impact Dylan Kage along with Jimmy Jack Cash and that evil WWE legend Paul Bearer Percy Pringle III defending his 15 pounds of gold against the man he defeated to win the held-up championship October 12th, 2003, Slyck Wagner Brown. And look at Percy Pringle with that cane. That's enough to make a man sick. Jimmy Jack Cash was defeated in the opening contest tonight by one half of the MWF Tag Team Champions, Bo Douglas. And the winner of this match, as Commissioner Von Johnson has stated, whether it be Dylan Kage or Slyck Wagner Brown, whoever leaves Ultra in May as champion will defend the gold. Saturday night, May the 20th at MWF Zero Tolerance against WWE superstar Al Snow, a man we heard from a little bit earlier tonight. Look at them taunt the crowd. Look at Percy Pringle, looked like he was going to take a swing at that man that looked like Bill Irwin. Even Hollywood Ron Robinson came out tonight for Ultra. You never know who you're going to see even sitting in the crowd. We can't encourage you enough to come on out to the Braintree Moose Lodge May 20th for Zero Tolerance. It'll be a night you won't forget anytime soon to benefit the Don Ross School. Al Snow takes on the MWF Heavyweight Champion. We'll have a big Braintree Battle Royal that night. $5,000 will be on the line in that one. Tag Team Championship will be on the line in the Fatal 4-Way. Commissioner Von Johnson will not tell Todd Hansen and Bo Douglas who their opponents are. It's going to be a night you're not going to want to miss. Latin Fury Luis Ortiz makes his MWF return. Superstars that the Jackal are scouting from Winnipeg, Manitoba, Canada are slated to make their MWF debut. Autographs, photos, no hold bars question and answer session with Al Snow. Ask the man anything you want about anything involving professional wrestling. It's an opportunity that you can't get anywhere else. This is the Millennium Wrestling Federation. It ain't candy store wrestling. And speaking of a man that is an uncandy store, if there ever was one, right there, Slyck Wagner Brown. He was in the first match of the first MWF event almost 5 years ago, still going strong. He's done it all in the MWF. He's done it all in New England, but as we've stated many times, with the exception of winning an MWF championship. Tonight he has a shot. He defeated Jimmy Jack Cash via submission back on the February edition of MWF Ultra, and that was Cash's first singles loss since making his MWF debut in 2003. An impressive record for Cash, but an even more impressive victory for Slyck. Slyck Wagner Brown has a great dislike for the entire trifecta. Look at Percy Pringle. He can barely get out of the ring. He looks like a swine. And he knows to get out of Dodge now. Referee that some affectionately call Horseshack, Sal Giliberto, will be officiating the main event here on Ultra. Television time remaining. And look at Horseshack holding up the belt right there. I have been informed by MWF officials if we run out of time this month, the conclusion of the championship match will be seen on MWF Underground exclusive Newsline segments on MWFProWrestling.com, as well as MWF Extra, and that's going to be a big program as we have special guests Terry Funk and Kyle Lauer of the Cauliflower Alley Club joining us. Keep that in mind, along with all the other news and notes. But we're underway here. It's championship time. The gold is on the line. Two athletes at their best. The Cage-Brown vendetta began December 28th, 2001 at the Bushwhacker benefit at Wonderland Greyhound Park in Revere, Massachusetts. And it has grown and it has continued to escalate to the point we're at now, where they're fighting over that 15-pound championship gold belt. Nip up from Slyck and a reversal. Slyck Wagner Brown can taste the championship, but he must be worried with Jimmy Jack Cash and Percy Pringle III circling ringside. Nice reversal from Dylan Cage right there. Headlock applied. However, Slyck Wagner Brown certainly has the power advantage in this championship match. And right there, he's working that advantage over Cage. Wrist lock applied, and he's got it in tight. Looks like he wants to break the wrist, and then brings Cage to his back. Some smart wrestling from Slyck Wagner Brown. 60-minute time limit for this championship encounter. Sal Giliberto right in there to make sure there's no illegal activity. But that's not how Slyck Wagner Brown operates. Looks like he's trying to snap Dylan Cage's arm right out from underneath him. Takedown from Cage. He quickly got out of that. Missed the elbow drop. And down Dylan Cage goes again. Slyck maintains his control with that arm bar, and Dylan Cage is fighting like heck to get out of it. Elbow to the face from Cage. Two elbows to the face. Cage off the rope. Leapfrog from Slyck Wagner Brown. Up and over. Hurricane Rana from Slyck Wagner Brown. Percy Pringle III can't like that. Cage does the smart thing and gets out of the ring ASAP. Look at that baseball slide. Cage moved. Look at Percy Pringle III. I haven't seen him move that fast since the last time he was at Kowloon. The beginning of this matchup isn't looking too good for Dylan Cage. And this Slyck Wagner Brown all over him. Nasty right hands from Slyck. He's going up. What do we have here? Missile drop kick from Slyck Wagner Brown. He knocked his teeth down his throat. Two. Dylan Cage out at 2.5. Things are not looking good at all for the MWF heavyweight champion early on. Face full of turnbuckle right there. What a chop from Brown. In a right. Borshak's telling him to open it up. He doesn't care at this point. And he's ready to go to town right there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Jimmy Jack Cash doesn't like it. Giliberto gets him off the ring apron. Brown sets Cage off the ropes, down, but a kick to the face. Some smart wrestling from Dylan Cage in a clothesline, enough to take Slyck off his feet. Dylan Cage, if he's one thing in life, it's that he is a thinking man's wrestler. He's even mocking Slyck with one of his t-shirts on with a big X over it. Cage fires back with a chop of his own. Sets Slyck up into the turnbuckle. Boot to the midsection. And an elbow. Cage fires away on Slyck Wagner Brown. Look at him beating on him right there. Kicking him like he's a dog. And there, as soon as the referee's back is distracted, Jimmy Jack Cash with those two oak trees he has coming out of his chest try and choke out Slyck, while Percy Pringle III goads him. What a despicable human being that he is. Cash could cut off the oxygen supply pretty quickly. Forearm from Dylan Kage. Sets up Slyck into the turnbuckle. Going in, big, no! Oh! Well, that could change Dylan Cage's social plans for the evening. Well, he rolls him up out of it. 1, 2. Dylan Kage out. But he's going to be singing at a higher note in the shower tomorrow morning. Rake to the eye from Kage to buy himself some time. At the speed he flew into that turnbuckle, he must be in a lot of pain right about now. And look at him rake Cage's eyes with his foot. What kind of a champion rakes the eyes with the foot? And now with, I don't know what he's doing right there with his hand, trying to gouge his eyes out. Kage mocks Gilberto right there. He has no respect for anyone, with the exception, perhaps, of Percy Pringle. Look at him enjoying it. He's loving it. He's going to choke him out in the ropes right now. I know Commissioner Von Johnson. Oh, wait a minute. He's got the cane. Choking him with the cane now. In a leg drop from Cash in a standing position. This isn't looking good now for Slyck. Look at him kissing that cane. That's a face only a mother could love, and even that's debatable. Slyck Wagner Brown barely kicks out at 2. I know Commissioner Von Johnson is watching this match closely. He has 2 contracts drawn up, and the winner of this match will be signing their name on the dotted line to face Al Snow. It's 0 tolerance for the MWF Heavyweight Championship. Gilberto doesn't even realize that Slick's being choked. Who will it be May 20th at 0 tolerance? Who will leave champion tonight? Scooping a slam from Kage. And what is this? Oh, wait just a minute. He said, up you to the fans. How disrespectful can you be? Dylan Kage is climbing to the top. In his younger days, he was even more of an aerial artist than we've seen here in recent years in the MWF. Up he goes, elbow drop attempt, but just like Paulie Gilmore earlier, Dylan Kage misses. Will we see the same repercussions of that move? Slyck Wagner Brown is hurt. He might not have Percy Pringle in his corner, but he has the support of all the fans on here in MWF Ultra tonight. Blocks the right and hits with the right of his own. Blocked again, another right from Slyck Wagner Brown. Another right. Kage off the rope, reversal. Head scissors from Brown. Clothesline from Brown. And another one. Kage off the rope again. Kage holds onto the rope. Smart thinking. No, clothesline over the top rope. Jimmy Jack Cash over to help his buddy out. And there comes Percy Pringle waddling around the ring. Slyck Wagner Brown has certainly regained the advantage. Look at that! Cannonball over the top rope. Takes out both Cash and Kage. Percy Pringle again. Better get moving if he wants to avoid the wrath of Slyck Wagner Brown. Throws Kage back into the ring. What's he doing with Jimmy Jack Cash right there? Right around the pole. Cash might have missed hitting his face off of that. Right from Slyck Wagner Brown. What's he going to do? Suplex him outside the ring? He's going to suplex him to the floor. No, Kage has enough to hold on. Kage can't get Brown in. Forearm from Slyck. What's going on there? They're fighting for position. And he hits Kage with a leg drop of his own. Took a page out of Jimmy Jack Cash's book. Slyck Wagner Brown ascending to the top rope. Springboard moonsault from Slyck Wagner Brown to Dewey. No, I thought we had a new champion right there. 2+. What athleticism from Slyck Wagner Brown. He wants to become MWF Heavyweight Champion. He wants Al Snow May 20th at 0 tolerance. Kage into the turnbuckle. He has enough in him to get his foot up. Look at that. Flying leg drop from Brown out of a standing position. Kage again out just after 2. What is it going to take to put the champion away? Percy Pringle isn't liking this. But at the same time, Slyck Wagner Brown looks to be getting very frustrated. Kage has held this belt 2.5 years. Is tonight the night he loses it? Percy Pringle grabbed a hold of his foot right there. Slyck is going to attack him like an animal. Boot to the midsection from Kage. What do we have here? Inverted leg drop. Both men look like they're on E right now. Who is going to get that second win? Who's going to get the adrenaline rush? Kage looks like he's setting up for the Kavor kick. Brown blocks it. That's enough to break Cage's back in half. 1, 2. Jimmy Jack Cash disqualification. Unbelievable. Once again, Dylan Kage retains the title without pinning someone for the win. And look at Cash pound away at Slyck like he's an animal. Slyck Wagner Brown victorious. This diehard Eddie Edwards, the MWF TV champion. And he's fighting off Cash and Kage right there. Percy Pringle doesn't dare get in the ring. Oh, wait a minute. Commissioner Von Johnson has just passed me a note right here. Wait just a minute. Yes, Dylan Kage will be facing Al Snow at 0 tolerance Saturday night, May the 20th. Wait, what is... Yes, give it to me. Commissioner Von Johnson has just passed me a note. In the main event for the June MWF Ultra, Sudden Impact Dylan Kage will be defending the title against Slyck Wagner Brown and diehard Eddie Edwards in a triple threat match, provided he is still MWF Heavyweight Champion after MWF 0 tolerance when he faces Al Snow May 20th. What an announcement from the commissioner. I don't even think Slyck Wagner Brown and Eddie Edwards are aware of this. Von Johnson is spry, thinking on his feet. Dylan Kage has no idea that he's facing a 3-way dance next month on Ultra if he's champion. I'd like to see this match happen even if he loses the title. Percy Pringle III is angry right there. Commissioner Von Johnson has made his way to ringside. What are we going to see next? Oh, the commissioner in Sudden Impact Dylan. Oh, wait a minute. Kage is hearing the news for himself right now, and he doesn't appear to be all that happy. He just called Paul Bearer a jabroni. Look at the look on his face. Ladies and gentlemen, we're just about out of time on Ultra. We will see you Saturday night, May the 20th, when the MWF invades Braintree. It will be 0 tolerance.